My main goal for this build was to build a car that I can have fun with and enjoy driving. I want to build the ultimate drift and grid car. And in order to do that, we have to start from scratch. The first thing we did was completely strip the car inside and out. This way, we had a clean slate to start with and could begin a full restoration. Since this car is over 30 years old, there isn't a lot of parts still being made, so most of the modification has to be custom fabricated. Luckily for me, I know a guy. Chris Eimer has been my crew chief for the past 6 years and happens to be one of the best fabricators that I know. So we only got 60 days, which is pretty tight. You know, as you see, there's a lot more stuff going on, and this is not like a bolt-on stuff. A lot of custom stuff, which I can't really do myself. But today we got the engine. This is the FK8 Type R engine. So we're gonna put the engine into the car. And also we got the fuel cell from Radium, so that's what we're gonna put it in. So after this basically mock-up, it's gonna make the mount and everything. So we're gonna go to the paint inside and outside. Then he's gonna put everything back together. And the next hardest part will be, you know, wiring harness and tuning. Sounds pretty easy, right? For someone who loves the Hachiroku as much as I do, I know that a lot of people are wondering why I went with the Honda K20 C1 Civic Type R engine. Let's face it, the 4AG is a good engine for the Hachiroku, but Honda's K20 is even better. Since I've been racing Hondas, I've enjoyed the reliable power that you get from this engine. And it's more affordable to build than a 4AG. The amount of power a K20 produces is far greater than the heavily modified 4AG. And it's more reliable without placing lots of stress on the engine. Since this engine is so good out of the box, we just added a Grady intercooler and oil cooler, all while being controlled by a Link ECU. For the exterior, we got a custom Pandem rocket bunny kit, which Miura-san specifically made for the Hachiroku for the first time. I've been running his Pandem rocket bunny kit on my drift car for the past 10 years, so he was naturally my go-to person when it came to the body kit. We also added some EBS tuning side mirrors made from dry carbon with a magnesium base. These things not only look cool, but are super buff. I've always been a fan of the Levin front end, so we ditched the stock pop-up headlights in exchange for the classic static look. Underneath the car, KW Suspension built a custom set of coilovers to my spec, and I used StopTech loaders and calipers to replace the weak stock parts. Turn 14 was able to get a custom set of BBS Motorsports wheels made specifically for my car, and I can't believe how dope these things look. Wrapped in the new Falcon Azenis RT660 tires. It's such a fitting design and matches this car so well. Today is October 31st. Everybody is doing trick and treat, but we have to work on a car. But I think it's mostly done, and tomorrow we have a super street bowls, kind of like a pre-party for Sema, and I'm trying to get the car there as well. Most likely we can make it, but we still got some stuff to do. We are rushing to get the car to the Sema show, where it was being displayed at the Turn 14 distribution booth, and it got some really good responses, and a lot of people are really stoked on the build. Now that she's back home, we are working to make it ready for the track. I'm so excited to see how well this car will handle both grip and drift. It doesn't matter if the car isn't fast enough to make a crazy lap record or anything. At the end of the day, I simply want to just enjoy this car. So stay tuned to watch this car in action.